In a UCLA News Week Special, Winston Doby, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs Emeritus and recent recipient of a Distinguished Service Award from the Association of Public and Land-Grant Universities, talks about optimal learning, his innovative approach to sustaining diversity at UCLA.
Optimal learning is essentially achieving to one's full potential. You know, that term, it sort of goes so far back in my experience. It was 1996 when Proposition 209 had just passed. And it was clear that if we were going to continue to achieve a level of diversity on this campus, which becomes so competitive, that we had to get our students, that is students of color, to perform at a much higher level. And so I developed this concept called optimal learning, essentially to reflect my belief that if these individuals, if these students essentially perform to their fullest potential, that they would be competitive for admission to any institution to which they applied. We cast that concept in a learning system called the Personal Academic Learning System, so that we didn't just talk to students about achieving to their optimal potential, but we also gave them a complete system for how you go about doing that. And that system essentially was taught in a course here in the Graduate School of Education by a colleague, Dr. Edward Anderson, who taught UCLA students that system of learning. And those students then went out and taught the middle and high school students that system of learning, so that it became a form of pay it forward for the UCLA students. And in many respects, I think if you looked at the early effects of that system, it was greatest on the UCLA students, many of whom were seeking to go on to graduate and professional schools, who found it extremely valuable to them in helping to move them from B students to A students, and to getting the kind of preparation that it takes to get into graduate and professional schools these days. So optimal learning essentially to me is simply a process of achieving to your full potential.